What's up, everybody? You're here with Habitat for Humanity of Orange County. I'm Christine, and today we are going to be learning how to use a skill saw. As always, safety first, so you're going to want protective eyewear and earplugs. In terms of actually working with the saw, the first thing you want to do is check your surroundings. So you want to make sure you're on even terrain with no trip hazards. A lot of times when we're using this, you might actually be walking or moving, so you want to make sure that you're within range of the saw. You're not bending over and losing your balance. Then when you're ready to use the saw, you want to make sure that the cord is out of the way so you don't cut through the cord. You also want to make sure that that the saw is unplugged anytime that you need to make any adjustments to the saw, which we'll go through later. And the most important thing is when you're using it, you've pulled the trigger and the saw is running, the blade will continue to circulate after you take your finger off the trigger. So just make sure that you're in control and still holding on to the saw until the blade comes to a full stop. Here's what we're working with today. We've got our grips here. You're gonna put your left hand up front to guide the saw, and you're gonna have your right hand on the trigger. We have what's called the plate or the shoe here, and this controls the angle and the depth of your cut. You adjust the angle with this front switch, and you adjust the depth with this back switch. Here you have the blade guard, which when you make a standard cut, there's no need to move, it'll move on its own. All right, so you're ready to make your first cut. You have your left hand in front that's gonna guide the saw. You have your right hand that's gonna be pulling the trigger. And then on all plates, there should be a place where it'll guide where your blade is going to be so that you can see it as you cut. And you just wanna make sure that it's lined up with your mark. And then the last thing is that you wanna make sure that you're starting with space between where the blade actually is and where your material is gonna be to give your saw time to start up. All right, let's get it started. Thank you so much for joining us here today to learn how to use a skill saw. Check out the rest of our tutorials, give it a like, share with anyone that you want to come build with, and remember, you saw it here first.